Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. This is my first ever YouTube video, and I am already on Instagram and on Facebook, and this is my first time doing a full-on tutorial on YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something new today. Did have an idea in my mind. I wanted something very sultry, neutral, and I wanted a bob of this kind of like a periwinkle, kind of a blue, as my inner corner highlight. If there's any other tutorials that you want me to film for you guys, or any tutorials that you've seen me do on Instagram and you want me to create it again for you or do a step-by-step, I'll be happy to do that. Let me know on the comment sections below. And your feedback means everything to me. New subscribers who are watching me the first time, thank you so much for subscribing and watching my video, and I hope everyone enjoyed this as much as I loved doing it for you guys. So yeah, enough of my blabbering. If you want to know how to get this look, just stay tuned and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you so much guys, I love you, bye. So let's begin with a clean, fresh face. Excuse my baby hair, it is out of control. So I'm going to begin with moisturizing. I'm using the Kiehls Hydrating Oil-Free Moisturizer with the Kiehls Avocado Eye Cream. I'm not such a big fan of the avocado eye cream. It's okay, to be honest, but yeah, I'm gonna finish the bottle because I've already bought it. So I'm applying the eye cream in tapping motions. You want to wait for 5 minutes before you go on with your primer, which is a Too Faced primed and poreless primer. I've got a sample piece of that, and I think it's a pretty decent primer. Pressing the primer into my pores and also where I've got scars. Next, I'm going in with my foundation, which is the Born This Way foundation in the shade Nude, with a wet beauty blender. I'm first applying it on my skin and blending the foundation using the tapping motion. You want to blend your foundation instead of rubbing, as we want to build coverage here. I'm going with the second layer of foundation, but I'm not applying it all over my face. I'm literally tapping it in places where I need more coverage. This way your face looks more natural instead of having 2 layers of foundation and having the chance of looking cakey. Next, I'm going with my concealer, which is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW20. I'm using this to conceal my under eyes as well as highlight my T-zone. Some of you may require a darker concealer to cover your dark circles if that's what your issue is, and then you'll need to go with a lighter concealer to highlight your T-zone. I'm using a wet beauty blender to blend this over my eye and under my eye. Also prime my eyes for eyeshadows too. Next, I'm using this Smashbox contour sticks. I love the contour sticks. I think they're one of the most amazing, brilliant products that Smashbox has. They are so blendable, so creamy, and they give the most amazing coverage. I'm going with the shade Bronze to contour my face because I don't like anything too cool to contour, and then I'm using with the shade Contour to contour my nose and my underlip, if that's what you call it. I think so. I don't know, but you guys get the point, right? Here I'm looking for the beauty blender. I've spent half of my time looking for my makeup and then I find it on my lap. So I'm going to be using the beauty blender to blend my contour. I'm pressing it into my skin, and then again you want to avoid rubbing because we want to build coverage here. So pressing into your skin builds that coverage and also gives you that flawless look. However, that's not the case when it comes to like blending the contour on your jaw. You want it to be blended really well, and a rubbing is essential there because the worst thing that could happen is a harsh contoured jaw. I'm also blending my nose with the same beauty blender. I'm going with the highlight shade from the Smashbox Contour Trio. I'm using that to highlight my nose and then my Cupid's bow and the corner of my mouth, and I'm going to blend the same with using the wet beauty blender. Next, I'm going with my face powder, which is the Hello Flawless face powder from Benefit. I'm in the shade Ivory. I'm going to put that all over my face just to set everything so that nothing moves and everything is locked in place. I'm going with the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour shade in Java. This is one of my favorite shades, and that's the reason I keep it in this small Z palette. I'm going to set my contour on my cheekbones, my forehead, my jaw, and even my nose. Next, I'm going with the MAC Emphasize, which is a shaping powder. It is a pro product, so you don't get that in store. It is available only on the online website. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite products to set your under eye as well as highlight. Next, we're going with our blush, which is the Tarte Blissful Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. I love Tarte blushes. I think they're so amazing, and they stay literally for 12 hours. I'm going with the Moonchild palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm using Pink Heart to highlight my the apples of my cheek, and then I'm going with the GLEAM palette using Starburst and Crushed Pearl. And as you can see, these highlighters give me life. I think they're one of the most amazing pigmented highlighters out there, and they're really value for money. I mean, how can you beat the price for 4 full-size pan highlighters in one kit? It's just amazing. Next, I'm going with the Goof Proof Brow Pencil from Benefit. I think Benefit has been kicking the brow game's ass. I swear, I mean, I think they have come out with the most amazing range of brow products, and they really took me off guard because I never thought that I could leave my Anastasia brow with. Next, I'm going with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows in Warm Taupe and Caramel. I'm mixing the two with a fluffy brush. This is an Inglot brush. I'll list all the brushes below. I'm using that in the Windshield Vibe promotions just to give some dimension to your eye. I'm using both those shades because I don't want my eyeshadow to look too warm or too cool. I want it to be the best of both. Happy with the upper crease, I'm only going to be using Warm Taupe, and I'm going to be pushing it into my crease just to give that cool toned kind of a crease. So I'm going with the chocolate shade from Anastasia Beverly Hills again, and I'm using the Morphe M506 brush. I'm going to be putting this in my outer V and into my crease, and I'm going to be making a halo. So I'm going to be applying the color on my outer crease, and then you'll see it in the next clip into my inner corner of my eye. I'm holding the eye from the outer side just to get that pigmentation on my inner corner, and I'm going to be applying the color with this brush and then blending it as well. I will go back and forth with the same color 3 or 4 times. I have changed my brush here. I'm using a flat stiff brush. This one is from Sigma. And then I'm going to be blending using the F560 brush because I felt that the flat stiff brush was giving me more pigmentation. So feel free to change up, guys, if something's not working out for you. Here I'm just blending using the fluffy brush just to make sure there are no harsh corners. Next, I'm going with the deep brown shade again from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this time I'm just deepening the outer crease and the inner crease just to give that eye a bit of more dimension and depth. Once again, I'm going to be blending the outer corners and the inner corners using the M506 brush, but this time I might take the color and make them meet all over just to create that halo, as you can see in my clip. Next, I'm going to follow the same process on my lower lash line. I'm going to be putting deep brown in my outer and inner corner, and then I'm going to be blending it using a pencil brush with the colors Caramel and Warm Taupe. Over here, I'm just going in and deepening the outer crease again using black, the matte black shade. I think it is called a Noir. Next, I'm going with the Too Faced Glitter Glue as my primer on the center of my lid, and then I'm going with the Gilded shade, which is again from Anastasia Beverly Hills, on the top of my lid and even my lower lid. Yes, things like that happen to the best of us. I'm just cleaning it using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 20. I love this shade to clean up after I've done my face. Next, I'm going with the Crushed Pearl shade again just to highlight my brow bone. And then I'm mixing some colors here just to get the perfect shade for my inner corner. And I've got it, I think I got it right the 4th time, as you can see here. An Inglot Body Pigment in 71. Inglot has got one of the best pigments ever, and I'm using it with my favorite brush from Sigma, the E36. This is a must-have for anyone. This brush is a life changer. I'm topping that with Blue Eyes from the Moonchild palette, just to give that pop. I was so happy with the result that I even gave it a victory dance. Yay! Here I'm showing off my dirty hands. Next, I'm showing off my Sephora bag and my new purchase, which is the Samantha lashes from Huda Beauty. I think Huda Beauty does one of the most amazing lashes. I'm using the Huda Beauty lash glue, which is such an amazing, life-changing glue. I don't know what I was doing before that. If you guys want a tutorial on how to apply lashes, let me know below. After applying mascara, I'm going to go in with a white eye pencil. I'm using one from MAC. You can use any one that you have. And then I'm going to be going in with a black eyeshadow just to cover any gaps, because this is a no eyeliner look. I'm going with ColourPop lip pencils in the color Wet and Tootsie, using Wet in the outer corner and then Tootsie in the center, just to give that dimension to my lip. My lips are uneven, like I think most people, so using two different lip liners give me a more fuller lip look, and also gives more dimension. On top of that, I'm going to be going in with Gerard Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Invasion. This is a very cool tone brown lipstick. It's amazing. It smells heavenly. As you can see, I probably stopped somewhere. Yeah, just there. Highlighting the center using Mimosa from the GLEAM palette. That is the finished look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, because I loved doing it for you. Please do hit the subscribe button down below, and you can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat. All my details are down below. Lastly, all the products that I'll be using in this tutorial will be listed down below. Lastly, all the products listed. Lastly, all the products that I've used in this tutorial will be listed down below in the description.